Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Shall we start? Yes. I want to finish a little bit early today, therefore, we start now. Last week, what we did? Last week, what we did? Anyone? Last week, what we did? Can anyone remember?
The human resource interventions.
Yes, we finish or not? Yes, we finished. Yes, anyone? We finished that set of slides or not? Shamara, we finished the slides or not? Aranda? Himali?
So I was absent on that day.
I see. Others? Priyadarshini? Where we stopped last time? No one has followed? No.
Sir, Johari window, up to Johari window completed.
Up-
Today start from teens.
Wait. We did up to Johari window. That means we did group or individual? Intervention group level or anyway. Now your argument we have completed up to Johari window. Right.
Yes.
Right. We'll go ahead then. So what we discussed last week, now this intervention now human process intervention means now we try to improve human relationship. We try to develop human relationship, right? So first one is a process is the set of activities that help individual and group members understand, diagnose, and improve their behavior. So we want to understand each other and improve our relationship. Now that is the purpose of process intervention, right? So interventions are aimed at helping individuals develop skills and members of groups assess their interaction and devices more effective way of working. So you must have some skills to develop your relationship. Then you must be able to assess other people, whether I can have a more good relationship with that person or not. So likewise, so this is a type of intervention to improve employee relationship. Right? සේවකයන්ගේ සම්බන්ධතා දියුණු කිරීම තමයි මේ intervention අරමුණු. So provide members with experience and learning about group dynamic leadership, interpersonal relations. So the relationship means you have to work with other people. You have to work with other people, right? So what kind of problems you may encounter right? So what kind of problems you may encounter when you have to work with others? How can you overcome these problems, right? So those are the things we have to discuss under human process intervention. Right? Then first we discuss individual level, right? So you have to first develop yourself. Develop yourself, then it is easy to work with others. It is very easy to work with others when you understand yourself. අපි අපිව තේරුම් ගත්තොත් අපිට අනිත් අයත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්න ලේසි. So there are different types of intervention method: key group, process consultant and team building, third party intervention, organization confrontation meeting, intergroup relationship, large group intervention, grid organization development. So likewise, there are a lot of intervention techniques, methods. So in the organization development program, we can introduce this kind of methods to improve their relationship. So individual interventions. These interventions are targeted to the individual, often aimed at improving communication with others. The individual is coached on behavior that are counterproductive. So when we talk about human process intervention, there are different levels. One is individual level intervention. Individual level. So target of purpose or target of that is aimed at improving communication with others. Right? Now, if you want to work with others, you have to work with them. Now, when you work with them, communication is very important. Right? So how to improve your communication when you work with others? So that is the main purpose of human process intervention at individual level. So we discussed last week individual level interventions, right? So you have to understand yourself, your behavior, your weaknesses, then, and there are two types of communication we told, like your verbal communication and body language through other kind of methods. So therefore, you should have a better understanding about this communication. Now, today we give more emphasis on group intervention, aimed at the improvement of process, content of structure of a group. So therefore, not like individual, when you work as a team or group, there are many things you have to understand. So those are group structure, how they work, right? So what are the group processes? So you have to understand those those things. So main idea of group intervention is that. Any questions? So there are different types of group
Sir,
intervention. Yeah.
sir, OD, when it's come to the organization development, it can be divided into, for my clarification, sir, individual and group.
Yes.
As a whole, we discussed about previously the organization development, and thereafter we are going to concern about this component in the organization,
Yes.
individual and group. Is that, sir, for the overall get the overall picture of this?
No, there are, when you take about OD, there are three levels. Individual level, group level,
Group level,
and organizational
organization
level.
level, right?
Right? Now, this is one method at organizational level. How can you improve individual intervention? How can you improve individual intervention? Individual work with others. So you are using process intervention techniques to improve that. Then the second one is group. So how we are going to improve the group group relationship. The third level is organization. Well, what are the organizational things you can change and improve in order to improve the individual and group relationship? Clear or doubt?
Clear, sir. Now OD is there. Now human intervention process. These are the process. It can be divided into individual, group, and organization, sir.
Yes, group. Now
Right.
three level:
3 levels. Yes, sir.
individual, group, and organizational level. Right?
Whatever the required level will be applied after analyzing. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, last week we discussed individual level. Now you can see group level, right? Now first one is individual intervention. Second one is group intervention. Group intervention, third party intervention, team building, organizational confrontation meeting, intergroup relationship intervention, large group intervention, grid organizational development. Now, all these things are group level process intervention methods, right? Right. Group processes. Now, tell me what do you mean by group very clearly? What do you mean by group? Yes? What do you mean by group? Chanaka?
Sir, there are more than two peoples are get together to do a specific work. there
to
can be
achieve some common
objective,
goal,
common
right?
goal, yes.
Work, two or more people working together to achieve a common goal. So that is very simple way. But when you take a group, there is what you call group process. Group process. So you have to understand that process, right? Not just group. There is a group process, right? So that's the thing we are going to discuss. Directly and indirectly affect work in groups, right? What are these? Communication among group members. So first thing is come under group processes. One is communication process. How each member communicate to each other. So communication process is very important there. Second one is role. Within a group, there are roles. एक clear there. මොනවද මේ group roles කියන්නේ? Yes. මොනවද මේ group roles කියන්නේ මොනවද? Now, like organizational, now we discuss managerial roles. Now, likewise, there are some roles within a group. What are those roles? Yes. What are those roles? Iranda? Fatima? Yes, yes. What are the group roles? කණ්ඩායම්වල භූමිකාවන් මොනවද? ඔව්. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ යාළුවෝ කණ්ඩායමක් කරගෙන බලන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හතර පහ දෙනෙක් හැමදාම යාළුවෝ වගේ හම්බ වෙනවා. මොකද්ද ඒක ඇතුළේ තියෙන කණ්ඩායමේ සමාජිකයන්ගේ භූමිකාව?
Sir,
කොට
yeah, there should be a leader
leader,
and
right? What
and,
one is the leader role? What else?
and the other thing, there should be a coordinator and
Coordinator,
facilitator who can provide facilitator, and some
facilitator.
people give their thoughts and ideas,
Mm.
and some people are make as observers in the group,
Mm.
and those things. Some people play like act as advisors, likewise.
Yes, now this way. දැන් ගෙදර ඕන ගෙදර වුණ පැකෙන් බලන්න ගේ ඇතුලේ මොනවද වෙන්නේ කියලා. දැන් ගේ ඇතුලේ වුණත් මේ සිද්ධීන් තියෙනවා ඔක්කොම, right? Because family also one group. So there are different roles. Right? Now, as Chanakya mentioned, now first thing is leadership role. Somebody should give the leadership role within the group. Second thing is within the group there are different roles. අපි කියනවා ආයතනයක් ඕනම කණ්ඩායමක ඡන්දියෙක් ඉන්නවා. So that means to provide protect. ඉතින් ඒක කියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඕගොල්ලන් කණ්ඩායමේ ඇතුලේ කවුරුහරි ඡන්දියෙක් ඉන්නවා. හරි? දැන් එයා නැතුනොත් it's difficult to continue your teamwork. Right? See, the හැම group එකකම ඡන්දියෙක්. හැම group එකකම පඬිතෙක්. Right? He is the person who tries to solve problems. එයාගේ වැඩේ ප්‍රශ්න විසඳන එක තමයි එයා කරන්නේ. Right? So likewise, there are different roles within the group, within a team. So members have to play this role. ඒක මේ කොහොමවත් ලියලා දෙන්නේ නැහැ. There is no written document. But informally that is take place. So ඕනම කණ්ඩායමක ඒක ඉන්නවා. ඕනම කණ්ඩායමක මේ වගේ roles තියෙනවා. කේලම් කියන එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. Right? Information අනිත් අයගේ තැන් වලට ගිහිල්ලා information හොයන්න එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. Right? So likewise there are different roles. So communication among group members, functional role of group members, task related and group maintained. So there are different kind of roles, right? Problem solving and decision making. So another important part is problem solving and decision making. How you try to solve problems as a team. As a team. How you take decisions as a team. Right? So these are very important things. These are very important things for the survival of group or team and for teamwork. Then group norms. So there is something called individual norms in a society. Same way there are group norms. Within the groups there are some norms. Right? There are hammer කණ්ඩායමක් අපිට right norms. Norms means rules. Norms means some kind of rules. එතකොට ඕනම කණ්ඩායම නීතිකාරක. යාගේ වැඩි නීති දානවා කියන්නේ. Right? Group norms. Then leadership and authority, as we discussed, leadership and authority. So these are some of the, right, not all, some of the functions, norms, and activities very important for the teamwork. For the teamwork. The කණ්ඩායම වැඩ කරනකොට කණ්ඩායමකේ මෙන්න මේවා හරියට. Right. Activities that help the client to perceive, understand, and act upon process events which occur in the client's environment. These activities perhaps more accurately describe an approach of consulting mode in which the client gain insight into the human process in organization and learn skills in diagnosing and managing them. What do you mean by that? A වාක්‍ය කියන එක පැහැදිලිද? Yes. Is it clear? A වාක්‍ය දෙක තියෙනවා. Clear? Yes, yes. තේරුණාද නැද්ද? Now we are talking about process consulting, right? So activities that help the client to perceive, understand, and act upon process events which occur in the client's environment. So there's a third kind of thing. When you take clients, එතනත් යම් කිසි process එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? So client relationship with employees, how that will take place. So that's the under process consultation, or what you call process intervention. Process consultation means to improve the customer relationship. To improve the customer relationship. Next one is these activities perhaps more accurately describe approaches consulting mode in which client gains insight into the human processes in organization. ඒක උදව් වෙනවා that will help clients to understand, right? Clients to understand human processes in organization. Right? Within the organization, there are so many human processes. So this process consultation will help client to understand those human processes and learn skill in diagnosing and managing them. Therefore, you must have some kind of skills to understand those processes. Right? දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් අපි කිව්වොත් එහෙම දැන් ගයක් ගත්තොත් එහෙම එක එක ගෙදර කට්ටිය වැඩ කරන්නේ එක එක විදිහට. So that's the differences between families. Now, even if you take branch organization, if you have different branches, now these branches work in separate, not in the same manner. Although policies are same, rules and regulations are same, they work according to their own way. So they have some kind of process, right? So we have to understand that processes. So therefore, even what we call customer should know what are these processes. Primary emphasis is on processes such as communication, leader and member roles in groups, problem solving, decision making, group norms, group growth, leadership and authority, intergroup cooperation. Now these are the human processes in organization. So you must have some kind of understanding about the human processes if you want to understand as a client this organization. Any questions? Any questions? Right. A process consultation, general framework for carrying out helping relationship. So here the process consultation, the main idea is to improve relationship with team, within team, between team. Then relationship between customer and the organization. So all these things come under process intervention, right? Creation of relationship that permits the client to perceive, understand, and act on the process events that occur in or her environment in order to improve the situation, right? So second one is who help managers, employees, and group assess the improved human process. So under human we call process intervention, process consultation, is general framework for carrying out helping relationship. සම්බන්ධතා වැඩි දියුණු කිරීමට වැඩ කරන කිසියම් රාමුවක් තමයි මේ process consultation එකෙන් කරන්නේ. Right? Process consultant who help managers, employees, and group assess and improve human processes. So, process consultant help managers, employees, and group to assess themselves and improve the human processes. Any questions? Clear or any questions? Yes, yes. මේක පැහැදිලිද? නැද්ද? Right, seems to be okay. Then principles of process consultation. Always try to be helpful. Always stay in touch with the current reality. Access your ignorance. Everything you do is an intervention. Client owns the problem and the solution. Go with the flow. Timing is crucial. So likewise, there are some principles of process consultation. කොහොමද මේ මැදිහත් වීම කරන්නේ? Right? So we want to improve the group processes, group communication, right? We want to improve those things. So that's come under process consultation. ඒක යමක් සිද්ධ වෙන විදිය. يعني නිකම්ම කවුරු තරහ වෙනව නිකන් තරහ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නිකන් යාළු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඒක දිනා process එකක්. There is a process. මිනිස්සු නිකන් රණ්ඩු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. රණ්ඩු වෙන්නත් process එකක් තියෙනවා. So likewise for every activity there is a process. So we try to understand these processes. පැහැදිලිද? කවුරු කතාවක් නැහැ.
පැහැදිලි sir.
පැහැදිලි. Right. Right. Now, individual level intervention, even last week also we discussed, to disclose view, opinions, concerns, emotions, to be more open with others, to give feedback to others. මේවා තමයි මේ මිනිහෙක් තව කෙනෙක් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙනකොට කරන සහ සලකා බැලිය යුතු විවිධ දේවල්. Right? Right. For an example, to give feedback to others. අපි අනිත් අය සම්බන්ධ වෙනකොට අනිත් අයට ප්‍රතිචාර දක්වන්නේ කොහොමද? Right? So there's a process. අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. Group interventions. Right? To be more open with others. So at the individual level, we should have some understanding about how we can improve interpersonal relationship. For that purpose, this individual level process intervention is very important. ඒක නිකන් වෙන්නේ ඒක ක්‍රියාවලියක් විතරක්. කොහෙද කෙනෙක් බනින්නේ ඇයි තව කෙනෙකුට? කෙනෙක් බනින්නේ ඇයි තව කෙනෙකුට? මිනිස්සු නිකන් බයිනවද? ඔව්.
වැරද්දක් කරේ මොකක් කරේ වුණොත් තමයි බයි.
මිනිස්සු නිකන් බනින්නේ නැහැ. එයාට තේරෙන්න ඕනේ අරයා වැරද්දක් කරා කියලා. අන්න ඒක process එකක්. ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න විදිහ. ඒක process එකක්. right? අපි කොහොමද කෙනෙක් වැරද්දක් කළා කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න. So likewise there are so many processes. right? එතකොට නිකන් මිනිස්සු රණ්ඩු වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. ඒතකොට අපි ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න විදිහක්. ඒ තේරුම් ගන්න විදිහ වැරදි නම් ඔන්න අපි ප්‍රශ්න ඇති කරගන්නවා. So this process consultation help you to maintain better relationship with others. Right? එතකොට group level intervention එකේ අපි කිව්වේ individual level intervention to disclose view, opinion, concerns and emotions, to be more open with others, to give feedback to others. Group intervention, process intervention, content intervention, structural intervention. So individual level intervention aimed at helping people better communicate with others. The Johari window is one method. Now group intervention aimed at process, content and structure of the group. So these are the very, very important things. So now group intervention means group intervention aim is helping people better communicate with others. Group intervention aim at the process, content or structure of the group. So these are the two different levels intervention methods. Methods and we call goals and objective, or we call aims. Or this one they are called. Right. So Johari window, that make balloon process එක කොහොමද වෙන්නේ කියලා මේ කරයි කොහොමද කිසුමානේ. කවුරු හරි කියන්න බලන්න මේක පොඩ්ඩක්. Anyone can explain this Johari window intervention method? Yes,
Sir,
Nayani?
yeah. In the hidden spot, others can't understand some part of you, that is what you call unknown to others. In the unknown window, both parties cannot understand at all. In the open window, you known to yourself and also you known to others as well. It's fully open. And in the blind spot, the individual can't understand some part of you, but others have understand you.
Example?
Mm.
Example, Nayani?
We'll say like an individual some part of like quality, like that means that for other like that unknown to others in the sense, so there are some part of you that others can't understand, because at a glance, so you can just interpret that yourself has been like open to others, but there are some qualities or some personal qualities that other can't interpret exactly for the hidden spot.
Right. Now we'll take example as your family. Now, if you are married, take small incident. Then සමහරවිට husband and wife රණ්ඩු වෙන්නේ ඇයි? Husband and wife රණ්ඩු වෙන්නේ ඇයි? Yes? Can anyone explain? husband will wife will run in the night. Then up to මෙහෙම කියමු husband යාළුවෙක්ගේ ගෙදර ගියා. දැන් යන්න කලින් දැන් ඔයා අහනවා අපි assume you are a wife. ඔයා අහනවා රැට කන්න ගෙදර එනවද? දැන් husband කියනවා ඔව් කියලා. හැබැයි husband යාළුවා ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා එනකොට කාලා එහෙම එන්නේ. කාලා එන්නේ. දැන් ආවම ඇවිල්ලාම ඔයා අහනවා ඔයා කෑවද කියලා. husband කියනවා ඔව් කියලා. දැන් රණ්ඩුවක් ඇති වෙනවද නැද්ද? දැන් රණ්ඩුවක් ඇති වෙනවද නැද්ද? නෑනේ.
අනිවාර්යෙන් sir.
කොහොමද වෙන්නේ?
එනවා කියලා කෑම හදලා ආවේ නැති වුනහම so there's
ඔයා
obvious.
කියනවා ඔයා දැන් කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. ඔයා දැන් කිව්වනේ එනවයි කියලා මං ඉතින් කෑම හැදුවානේ. ඔයා කාලේ යනවා නම් කියන්න තිබුණා මම කාලේ එන්න කෑම හදන්න එපා. ඔයා එහෙම කිව්වේ නෑ. දැන් ඔන්න දෙන්න රණ්ඩු වෙනවා. හරි? එතකොට දැන් ඔන්න ඔය රණ්ඩු අපි කොහොමද ඇනලයිස්? How can you analyze that? එකක් තමයි then wife should be able to understand husband's behavior. Then husband ke හැසිරීම wife ට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔයා කන්න එනවයි කියලා ඒ වුණාට ආවේ නැහැ. ඔයා කාලා ආවේ. එතකොට ඔයා කිව්වේ එකක් කරේ වෙන එකක්. කිව්වේ එකක් කරේ වෙන එකක්. එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක්ද එතකොට කියන්නේ? එතකොට මොකක්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? දැන් ඔයා කියනවා මේ යාළුවෙක් ගෙදර ගියාම යාළුවා කණ්ඩායි කිව්වම බෑ කියන්නේ නැතුව බෑ කියලා එන්න බෑ. යාළුකම තියාගන්න කන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට දැන් මොකක්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ එතන? Yes, how can you analyze this problem? එතකොට wife දැනගෙන හිටියා නා. එහෙමයි. ඔය කිව්වට යාළුවගේ ගෙදර ගියාට පස්සේ ඔයා කාලා එන්නේ. ඔයා නොකා එන්නේ මම දන්නවනේ ඔයාගේ හැටි. කියලා දැනගෙන හිටියා නම් ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ ඇති වෙනවද? නෑනේ. එහෙම වෙනවද නැද්ද?
හිටියත් වෙනවා sir.
ආ
That depends like how the other one interprets. So if the word is given, so that word has to be word. There's no integrity.
දැන් ඒවට දැන් husband නෙවෙලා කියලා ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ නැද්ද? යාළුවෙක් ගෙදර ගියාම එහෙම කියලා ඒක බෑ කියලා එන්න පුළුවන්ද? එහෙම එන්න බෑනේ. ඔයා තේරුම් ගන්න එක. ඔයාට එයාගේ එක පැත්තක් තේරෙන්නේ. You are අන්න එතකොට කියනවා අපි කියන්නේ මේකයි. Unknown to others. Unknown to others, known to others. Unknown to others, known to others. දැන් මේකේ තියෙනවා there are 4 situations. Right? There are 4 situations. So all these problems take place either දැන් ඔයාට ඔයාවත් තේරෙනවා. අනිත් එක්කෙනාටත් ඔයාව තේරෙනවා නම් ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙයිද නැද්ද? Right. If you know who are you and others also know who are you. එහෙම වෙනවා නම් ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙයිද නැද්ද? Is there any issue, right? Is there any possibility to have a conflict? ඒ වගේ වෙලාවක ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? Yes, yes. Tamara? Chanaka?
No, sir.
Hey?
Because both party knows each other.
That's we call open. You are right. You have a open window. Known to others, known to self. මම දන්නවා මේ මම දන්නවා මම කවුද කියලා අනිත් අයත් දන්නවා ඒක නිසා ඉතින් මම කන්න එනවයි කිව්වට මට කන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ ඉතින් මම ඉන්නවා ඔයා එහෙම ඉන්නවයි කියලා අනිත් අයත් දන්නවා නම් ආපු මං දැනන් හිටියා ඔයා ඒවා කිව්වට එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හරි 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 කමන්නේ නැහැ කියලා අන්න එතකොට because you are open. But if you are unknown to others, known to you, then your one part is hidden. ඔයාගේ හැසිරීමේ කොටසක් තියෙනවා අනිත් අයට තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි. ඒක තමයි ප්‍රශ්නයක්. That's we call hidden part. දැන් අර කිව්වනේ මම කාලා මම කණ්ඩ එනවා කියලා. මම කණ්ඩ එනවා කියලා කිව්වා. ඉතින් අර අයගේ විශ්වාස කරනවා. හැබැයි එහෙම කිව්වට යාළුවෙක් හම්බෙලා එහෙම කිව්වම ඔයා ඒ පොරොන්දු කඩ කරනවායි කියලා අනිත් අයට දැනෙන්නේ නැහැ, තේරෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒක hidden part එක. That's called the hidden parts. That's why there can be problem. Or otherwise, known to others but unknown to yourself. Known to others, then wife කියනවා ආපෝ මං දන්නවා ඔය කිව්වට ඔයා යාළුවෙකුගේ ගෙදර ගියාම ඔයාද නොකයනවා ඔයා කාලා එන්නේ මම දන්නවනේ කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට wife දන්න ඔයාගේ හැටි. හැබැයි ඔයා දන්නේ ඔයාගේ හැටි. ඔයා ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ යාළුවාගෙන් යනවායි කියලාත් ඔයා කිව්වේ නෑ. එයා මට කන්න දුන්නොත් මම සමහරට කන්නත් පුළුවන් අනේ. මේ මම කාලා ඒ සමහරට තරහ වෙන්න එපා කියලා. එහෙම ඔයා කිව්වේ නෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ unknown to self. දැන් ඔයා ගැන දැනගෙන හිටියේ නෑ. So that means you have a blind part. That's why there was a problem. Right? Unknown part means wife done හිටියෙත් නෑ ඔයා ගියාම කාලා එනවයි කියලා ඔයා දැනගෙන හිටියෙත් නෑ. එහෙම කණ්ඩ ඉන්නේ කිව්වම ඔයා කාලා එනවයි. එහෙම නැති වුණාම we call unknown part. There is an unknown part. Right? So that's why there can be some problem between you and your wife. Even between you and දැන් මේකට හොඳ උදාහරණයක් කියන්න තව ටිකක් තුන මොකද මම දවසක් කිව්වද දන්නේ නැහැ. අර ඉස්කෝලේක ළමෙක් හැමදාම පරක්කු වෙලා යනවා. ඉස්කෝලේ ළමෙක් හැමදාම පරක්කු වෙනවා. එයාට ප්‍රින්සිපල් ගහනවා. හැමදාම පරක්කු වෙලා එන නිසා. ඉතින් මේ දවසක් එයා පරක්කු වෙලා එනවා. හරි? එතකොට දැන් ප්‍රින්සිපල් දන්නේ නැහැ ඇයි එයා පරක්කු වෙන්නේ. ප්‍රින්සිපල් දන්නේ නැහැ ඇයි මේ ළමයා පරක්කු වෙන්නේ. ඊළඟට ළමයා දන්නේ නැහැ පරක්කු වෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. පරක්කු වෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ කියලා එයා දන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම පරක්කු වුණාම ප්‍රින්සිපල්ට සර්ට කේන්ති වෙනවා කියලා එයා දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තමයි එහෙම වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So there is a hidden part and blind part. Right? දවසක් මේ සර් පාරේ යනකොට එයා දකින අර ළමයා මේ දුවල කඩේ යනවා. ඉතින් මෙයා හැංගිලා බලන් ඉන්න මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. එයාට පේනවා මේ ළමයා දුවල ගිහිල්ලා සබන් කෑල්ලක් අරගෙන ඉන්නවා. එයාගේ ඇවිදින්න බැරි අම්මව නාවනවා. අම්මව නාවලා පිහලා. එතකොට එයා විතරයි ගෙදර ඉන්නේ. හරි? දැන් එයා ඒක දැක්කා. ඉතින් පහුවෙන්දත් මේ ළමයා උදේ පරක් වෙලා ආවේ ඉස්කෝලේට ආවේ. දුවාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා වෙන්ද වගේ වෙන්ද ගහනවා ප්‍රින්සිපල්. මේ ආවෙන්න සර් ළඟට ඇවිල්ලා අද්දික් කරා. අද්දික් කරා මොකද වෙන්න පුළුවන්? යාමර අද්දික් කරා මොකද වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද? ප්‍රින්සිපල් ගහනවද නැද්ද?
ගහනවා සර්.
එදක් ගහනවා. නායනි එදා මොකද වෙන්න පුළුවන්?
ගහන්න නැතුව ඉන්න පුළුවන් sir.
එදා ගහන්න නැතුව ඉන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද එදා තමයි සර් දැනගත්තේ මේ ළමයා පරක්කු වෙන්නේ ඇයි? එයාට ඉන්නවා ඇවිදින්න බැරි අම්මා කෙනෙක්. එයා අම්මව නාවල තමයි එන්නේ. හරි ඒක තමයි මේ පරක්කු වෙන්නේ. අන්න එතකොට එදා මෙතෙක් කල අනිත් අයට තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වෙච්ච කෑල්ල. හිඩන් පාර්ට් එක එදා ඕපන් වුණා. එදා ප්‍රින්සිපල් මේ සර් කරේ අත දික් කරාම ගැහුවේ නැහැ. මේ ළමයා බදාගෙන සර් ඇඬුවා. අඬලා කිව්වා පුතේ මම ඔයාට හැමදාම ගැහුවා. මට සමා වෙන්න කිව්වා. මට සමා වෙන්න කිව්වා. දැන් අන්න සර් වෙනස් වුණා. මොකද මේ සර් වෙනස් වුණේ මෙන්න මේක නිසා. මෙන්න මේක. ඕපන් වින්ඩෝ එක ලොකු වුණා. දැන් අර පොඩි ඕපන් වින්ඩෝ එකක් නෙතිබුණේ. So because of that incident open window එක ලොකු වුණා. So therefore better understanding between those two parties and problem solved because of that. Clear? Like a pattern? Nayani, clear?
Yes sir.
Right. Right. So you have, so there can be some parts, either you don't know about yourself or others don't know about yourself. Those are the reasons there can be issues. එක්කෝ එයා ඔයාව තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාව තේරුම් ගන්න. ඒ දෙකම වුණොත් ප්‍රශ්න අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම වෙනකොට your open window should be checked. That part will be changed. That will become the larger part. So then there won't be any problems. There won't be any problems because you are known to others and you know yourself also. අර ඒක තමයි සර් බදාගෙන ඇඬුවේ. පුතේ මට සමා වෙන්න පුතේ මම අද තමයි දැනගත්තේ. ඔයා ඇයි ඉස්කෝලේ පරක් වෙලා එන්නේ? හරි? ඒක මෙතර කාලේ එයා හිතන් හිටියේ මේ කොල්ලා මේ ඕන කමින් එන්න ඉස්කෝලේ එන්න නැති පරක් වෙලා එන්නේ. කියලා හිතන් හිටියේ වැරදි විදිහට. Right? So now both parties have changed. That means their open area have become larger part. So therefore there won't be any issues. So that's the intervention process. That's because of the intervention. අර ගිහිල්ලා හොරෙන් බලන් ඉඳලා තමයි යායක ඉගෙන ගන්න ගන්නේ. Right? So that is one method, one way of improving. A group is a collection of individuals who coordinate their effort, while team is a group of people who share a common goal. The group is collection of individuals who coordinate their effort, while team is a group of people who share common goal. So there can be lot of issues. The mechanism ගොඩාක් issues තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Because the group is collection of individuals who coordinate each other. ඒක මොකද්ද වෙන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නේ එතන? චානක what are the type of issues there could be? Group is a collection of individuals who are coordinate their effort. What can be problems can be, what type of problems can be there?
When to achieve a common goal, there may be some deviations. So when they are going to sit and they are going to achieve some objectives, there may be several processes members will be suggest. So there will be contradictory ideas will be there with regard to achieving common goal. So there we have to negotiate the leader has to negotiate and do the correct thing.
That means this way. You are right. That this way. Now we learn under the subject. People are different. People are different. So group is a collection of individuals. මේක ඇතුළේ ඉන්න එක එක ජාති කට්ටිය. මේක ඇතුළේ එක එක ජාති කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. While a team is a group of people who share common goal. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ common goal එක මොකක්ද කියන එක සමහරුන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. සමහරුන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. So that is one process, understanding process. එයාට ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ. ඒක නිසා තමයි ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Because there are different people. So we learn that when there are different people will understand same thing in a different way. So therefore, that is the process. So we have to understand that. We have to understand that process. Right? So there can be issues. Because way you understand can be different. Group is an assemblage of persons who work, interact and cooperate with one another in achieving common goal in a specific time. In organization, the groups are made on the basis of common interest, common belief, and common experience in common field and principle. ඒක හරිද? ඒක හරිද? In organization, the groups are made on the basis of common interest, common belief, common experience. Is it right or wrong? Is
Right,
it right or wrong?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
It should be that way, but it is wrong. Because අපි හිතනවා එහෙම common interest එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන කියලා. හැබැයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි කියන common belief තියෙන්න ඕන. හැබැයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So that's why there can be issues. So that's the process. That's the human process. So therefore, you have to understand within a group there can be conflict because of these processes. එතකොට මිනිස්සුන්ට එකිනෙකාට තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වෙනකොට තමයි ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන්නේ. අපි කිව්වට නෑ common interest එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නෑ. දැන් අපි කිව්වොත් මේ husband and wife කියනවනේ අපි දෙන්නම එක වගේ කියලා. ඒක ඇත්තද? husband and wife දෙන්නම එක වගේද? common interest තියෙන්නේ? නෑනේ.
No, sir.
නෑනේ. බයි අපි හිතනවා husband and wife නම් common interest තියෙන්න ඕන කියලා. හැබැයි එහෙම නෑ. එහෙම නෑ. So that's the thing we have to understand. That's the thing we have to understand. Right? So in organizations, the groups are made on the basis of common interest, common belief, common experience, in common fields and principles, so that they can easily coordinate with each other. එහෙම කිව්වට එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තමයි අපි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. So there are so many other processes. හරි? එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලෝ වෙනස් එකිනෙකා. හැබැයි අපි හිතන්නේ එහෙම නෙමෙයි. අපිට එකට එන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ අපි දෙන්න එක වගේ හින්දා. හැබැයි එක වගේ හින්දා නෙමෙයි. අපි වෙනස්. අපි වෙනස්. Right? So there are two kinds of groups. Formal group, these groups are created by the management of the organization for performing specific tasks. Informal group, the formation of these groups is done naturally in an organization to satisfy the social and psychological human needs. Then may the king ප්‍රශ්න වැඩියෙන් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් මොකේද? formal group එකද informal group එකද? Yes. Which group there can be more conflicts?
Informal.
Informal. Nayani, which group? Formal or informal?
Informal groups.
නෑ, ඒකේ අනිත් පැත්ත වෙනවා. Formal group එකේ තමයි ප්‍රශ්න වැඩි. The informal group කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What do you mean by informal group? Yes.
It's kind of a group that get together for there's no regulation has been formulated for
So
the
they are-
requirement they are forming.
Yes, they are somehow common. එක්කෝ එක ස්කෝල් ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. එක්කෝ එක ගමේ ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. So there are some common elements. අපි even common interest, common belief, common experience එහෙම කියනවා. එතකොට මේ informal groups වල there are some common things. Informal, but formal groups වල ඒක නෑ. මොකද formal groups are appointed by somebody else. So ඒක නිසා formal groups අතරේ ප්‍රශ්න වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන් informal groups වලට වඩා. Right? Informal groups නම් දැන් අපි යාළු වෙන්නේ නැහැ, අපි අඳුරන්නේ නැති කෙනෙක්. අපි අඳුරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ ඒ අය මමයි අපි දෙන්න තීරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අපි හිතනවා. The formal group එක එහෙම නෙමෙයි, that is created by the management of the organization for performing a specific task. එතකොට management එක බලන්නේ මේ දෙන්නට එකට වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. කවුරු හරි group එකක් වල කියන මෙන්න මේ වැඩේ කරන්න. So there can be a lot of differences. So that's why formal group, there can be a lot of issues rather than formal. එහෙම එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. A team, a group of people who are joined for achieving a common goal within a stipulated period, having collective accountability is known as team. Then group එකේ team එකේ වෙනස මොකක්ද? මේක group. මේක team. මේ දෙකේ වෙනස මොකක්ද? දැන් ප්‍රශ්න වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන් group එකේද team එකේ? Yes. More conflicts are within a team or within a group. Yes. Yes, yes.
Team.
That means more problems are within the group, within the team, or within the group.
Teams.
ඒ කොහොමද වෙන්නේ ඒක? Yes. Can you explain a little bit? එහෙනම් team එකේ එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද?
When people work for common goal, there
Mhm.
may be certain fluctuations of their contribution of each other.
Mhm.
They
Group
are group, they have a designated task, designated aim, and collective of the same will go for a common purpose. That is what, sir.
දැන් team එකක් වෙන්නේ කවුද? team එකක් වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද?
People who shared common goal.
ඒ කියන්නේ group එකද team එකක් වෙන්නේ? ඈ අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. Yes. Yes, sir, Pridarshini. Pridarshini. Yes. Then group එකක් develop වුණාම තමයි team එකක් වෙන්නේ, right? Remember, when the group is developed, then only we call that as a team. So therefore, there can be a lot of problems, not within a team, but within the group. Around there? Around there?
Sir,
පැහැදිලිද ඒක?
sir, I didn't get you, sir.
දැන් ඒක සමහරවල්ලාට කියන්නේ ඔය දැන් ඔය මැච් එකක් ගහලා ඉවරුනාම ඉතින් අද මැච් එක මේ මැච් එක දිනුවයි කියන්නේ. දිනුවම මේ අර ප්‍රසන්ටර් කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා අහනවා මේ අද කැප්ටන් අහනවා අද මැච් එක දිනුවා නේද කියලා. එතකොට මේ කැප්ටන් හුඟක් කලාවට කියනවා අද අපි මැච් එක දිනුවේ අපේ ටීම් එකක් වශයෙන් සෙල්ලම් කරපු නිසා. ඒ කියන්නේ වෙන්දර සෙල්ලම් කරන ටීම් එකක් වශයෙන් නෙමෙයි. group එකක් වශයෙන්. Now team is an improvement level of a group. So therefore, understanding each other is better than the group. Communication is better than the group. So therefore, team, when you compare team and group, more problems are within the group, but within a team, less problem. Aranda?
Understood, sir.
Right. එතකොට මේ සමූහයක් තමයි කණ්ඩායමක් බවට පත් වෙන්නේ. ඒ පත් වෙනකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ කණ්ඩායමක් බවට පත් වෙන්නේ අර qualities improve වුණාම. ඒක නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ අතර ප්‍රශ්න අඩු වෙන්න පුළුවන් හැකියාව අඩුයි. Right? Now look at this one. The three key features of team functions are cohesion, confrontation, collaboration. දැන් මේ කියන්නේ සහයෝගය වැඩි, ඒකාබද්ධතාවය වැඩි, ගැටුම් වලට මුහුණ දීම හොඳයි. ඒක නිසා තමයි ඒක ටීම් එකක් වෙන්නේ. ඒ ලස්සන group එකේ නෑ. So group become a team. team එකක් වෙනකොට මෙන්න මේව හොඳට තියෙනවා. So therefore within the team, when you compare group and team, within the team, there can be less problem than within the group. Nani? Agreed.
Yes, sir. That means like, for an example, sir, we said there's a group form and one member cannot just how much the effort the other group members have taken, he failed into cope with that group. So if he just left from the group, so how it become a team, sir? Can be a
Yes, now
always
team,
group has to become a team or
yes, the name and don't worry, misunderstand. Now people didn't කසාද බැන්දම ඒ දෙන්නගේ අවබෝධ මුල් දවස්වල හොඳද? එකට වැඩ කරලා නෑනේ කලින්. එතකොට දෙන්න තේරුම් ගන්න ටිකක් කල් යනවා. අන්න එතකොට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ දැන් නම් දෙන්න ඔන්න දෙන්න තේරුම් අරගෙන ඉන්නේ. So that is the quality of a team. සහයෝගීතාවය මේ තියෙන්නේ. සහයෝගී collaboration, right? So that means the group development. Group එක develop වුණාම තමයි team එකක් වෙන්නේ. Right? එතකොට ඒ team එකක් වෙනකොට ඒකේ ඇතුලේ collaboration එක වැඩි, understanding වැඩි, cohesion එක වැඩි. So that's the improvement. That's the improvement of a group. That's why we call that is a team. The team එකක් කියන්නේ a team එකක් වෙන්නේ group එක තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ group එක improve වුණාම තමයි team එකක්. නේද?
yes, got it, sir.
Right. So therefore, within the team, there can be less problems. Problems can be there, but when you compare with the group, there can be less problem because when you come to a team level, so within the group, cooperation is very high, coordination is very high, understanding is very high. So therefore, within the team, there can be less problem. So therefore, this is a process. What is the process? Group become a team. So that is a process. How group become a team? ඒක තමයි මේ ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා දැන් ඔය සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔය මේ ටීචර්ස්ලා එහෙම දන්නවා. කොහොමද දැන් ඔය මැච් එකක් ගහන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඒගොල්ලෝ ගෙනල්ලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට කියන මේ විතර පුද්ගලික තරහමරක් තියාගන්න බෑ. ඒක කට්ටිය ෂේක් හෑන්ඩ් කරනවා එකට කනවා එකට වාඩි වෙලා ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් එහෙම ටික කාලයක් ගියාට පස්සේ තමයි ඒක ටීම් ස්පිරිට් එක වැඩි වෙන්නේ. So those things you can train them, right? Then you change the group into team level. අපි කියන cricket team එකක් පත් කරාට ඒක මුල් at the initial stage that is a group. That team work as a group. No better understanding. But as time goes, this group become a team. I think clear. Chanaka?
Clear, sir.
Right. So it is a process. It is a process. Now we have to improve that quality. That's the intervention. We have to improve the quality of a group. Then group become a team. The team එකක් වුණාම ප්‍රශ්න අඩුයි. ඉතින් අපේ intervention එක තමයි මෙන්න මේ group එක ඇතුලේ යම් තියෙන දේවල් improve කරනවා. So that's the intervention technique. Basis for comparison, group and team. Now you can see group and teams are two different things. Collection of individuals who work together in completion tasks. A group of persons having collective identity. Now you can see little bit improvement is there. Group, collection of individuals who work together. But team, a group of persons having a collective identity, join together to accomplish a goal. So you can see there is improvement. Group, only one leader. Team, more than one leader. Group, independent. Team, interdependent. Group, discuss, decide, delegate. Team, discuss, decide, do. Group, individual, team, collective. So now you can see group and teams. Now, although you have a cricket team sometimes can be played as a group, not as a team. Right? ඒ වගේ වෙලාවට match පරදින්න තියෙන ඉඩකඩ වැඩි. But if your team work as a team, so you can win. You can win. අපි අර ඒකයි කිව්වේ මතකද ඇති එකමුතු කණ්ඩායම් හැම වෙලෙම ජය ගනී. කියන්නේ එහෙමද එකමුතු කණ්ඩායම් හැම ඒක ජය ගැනීමේ ප්‍රවණතාවය වැඩි. So that means they are understanding that group process has been improved now. ඒක තමයි එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Team, two or more individuals with a high degree of interdependence, geared toward the achievement of goal or the completion of tasks. Team success depends on team norms, team roles, team process. So now you can see කණ්ඩායමක් තමයි team එක. හරි දැන් ඕනම පවුලක් ගත්තම අපි ගෙදර ගත්තම ඒක group එකක්. Two or more people work together to achieve a common goal. ඒක group එකක්. හැබැයි teamwork කියන්නේ quality එකක්. Teamwork is a quality. Right? So, although they also, two or more people work together, but they have more understanding, more collaboration, right? More cohesiveness. That's why it has become a team. දැන් මේක ඕනනම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් විදිහට අහන්න පුළුවන් බොහොම ලේසි එකක් හරි. මම එකපාරක් මම එහෙම ඇහුවා මොකක්ද? Like this. All teams are groups, but all groups are not teams. Mayani, can you answer that question? All teams are groups, but all groups are not teams. Can you answer that question?
Yeah, agree with that statement, sir, because agree with that statement, sir, because the group can be formed, but as I said earlier, if one member who doesn't perform or who doesn't go with the common shared goal and always just down the team, so it can't be a team at all. It will be still a group. So if we wanted to go for the team, so better that remove that person from the group and then we can become a team, I guess. So the group, all the teams are groups, but all the groups cannot be team.
Right. Now that is the intervention. Now, if you want to under OD, if you want to intervene, now you have, how can you improve the collaboration within the group? How can you improve the cohesion within the group? That's the type of intervention you can do to improve the quality of the group. Right? Now I think you can understand. Now you can see this one, team. Group become a team. Now you can see forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Right? So group. First you work as a group. You form a group. You form a group. So storming. ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා සමහර වෙලාවට එක එක යාළුවෝ නම් they don't have a clear understanding each other. ඒක නිසා යාළු වෙච්ච මුල් කාලේදී හරියට රණ්ඩු වෙක් වෙනවා. හරියට රණ්ඩු වෙනවා. රණ්ඩුව සමහරලාට මේ කට්ටිය කියන මේ අපි දෙන්නට එකට ඉන්න බෑ. අපි දෙන්න වෙන් වෙනවා. අපි දෙන්නට බෑ. කියලා වෙන් වෙන්න පුළුවන් මුල. You can't understand each other. And storming කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. Storming කියන්නේ එහෙම ආරවුල් වෙලා බෑ අපිට එකට ඉන්න බෑ මේක කරන්න බෑ කියලා අයින් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Norming stage means එකකවත් ගියාම you each other try to understand each other and you think that now we can work together. That's the norming stage. You feel that you can work together. ඒකට එන්න එකපාරට එන්නේ නැහැ කලක් යනවා. ටික කලක් දැන් සාමාන්‍ය ටීම් එකක් වුණත් එහෙමයි. පළවෙනි මැච් එක පරාද වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ හැන්දෑවට කතා කරන අපේ මොනවාද දුර්වලකම් what are our weakness. So coach try to improve their team spirit by doing lot of activities. So that is part of the team building. That team become very strong. That means norming stage. So after that norming stage, you become performing stage. That means we have become a very strong group now. So therefore we call that as a team. Group, right? A group එකක් තමයි අපි නම් දැන් කියන්නේ එක team එකක්. Because it has come to performing level. So, right? So then you can work together. So now you can see these pictures. You can see as the forming stage, you are here and there. Now suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people are there. You were appointed as a group, but you 5 people work 5 different ways. That's called forming. Then storming means you have some, after some argument, sometimes you may ask some people to go out, right? Likewise, after that, you become little bit form now. Now you can see a small little bit improvement here. Now you are not working here and there. You have some collectivism. Then you performing. Now you interact each other. More interaction. So now you have become a norming stage. Now you have become a norming stage. Then after that you become a performing stage. Now you can perform well as a team. Right? Now you can see this diagram show that improvement. First level, you are here and there. Although you are working together, there is no common things. You work as an individual. Then second stage, storming stage, little bit coordination is there. When you come to norming stage, you can see there is a very good interaction, communication among members, right? Now that's the improvement. So we call group become a team level. So now then group has to follow these stages: forming stage, storming stage, norming stage, performing stage. Any questions? Disanayaka, any questions? Yes.
Sir, for the group,
Yeah.
The definition as you said, I feel that it is need to be amended. Like interacting
Little bit loudly.
group definitions are as per the slide that you have shown. It is two or more individuals get together to perform a task.
Yeah.
So there, I need the interacting and interdependence. Two or more individuals are there, so they are interacting and interdependent. Those individuals are interdependent, not
Yeah. Yeah.
and other things are for this your question. You said that all teams are groups, and all groups are not teams.
Not
All
team.
teams are groups. All
Yeah.
teams are groups, and team mean it is a level above the group.
Yeah. Yeah. That means
So
improvement of a group.
group, yes, exactly. But
Yes.
we cannot say team is a group.
Yeah. Now team.
About
Now. For an example, if you take cricket team, right? Now cricket board. See that today these players are going to play this match. So that's a group. Although there are 11 people,
Hmm.
11 people, so they are going to play match. After you nominate, then there are so many activities,
Hmm.
right? To improve their teamwork,
Yes.
right? Then only that 11 people become a team spirit. දැන් නිකන් කියන්නකො දැන් මුත්තයිය මට ඒ දවස්වල පණිනවා. ගෝල් කරාම කැච් එක මිස් කළොත් එහෙම කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් මැච් එක පරාදයිනේ.
Oh, so-
එතකොට ඉන්ටරැක්ෂන් එක. එතකොට මුත්තයියට එයාගේ ප්ලේස් එක තියාගන්න බෑ. යාළුවෝ එයාට සපෝට් කරන්නේ නැත්නම්. ඉතින් මේගොල්ලෝ අතර ඉන්ටරැක්ෂන් එක හොඳට තිබ්බම තමයි මෙයා බෝල් කරනවා, අරයා කැච් අල්ලනවා. Right? එතකොට තමයි මේකේ හොඳටම ටීම් එක දුවන්නේ. So there is but 11 people are there. But there are some issues. මේ දවස්වල අර දෙවෙනි ඉනිමකල නාට්‍යයක් කරනවා. හරි මම ඊවල බැලුවම දැකි මැච් එක පරාදයි. මැච් එක පරාද මොකද එක ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් one player is not giving support to the bowler. බෝලට සපෝට් එක දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක නිසා මැච් එක පරාද වුණා. So that means there is no teamwork. There was no teamwork. Team එකේ හිටියට ඒ දෙන්න පුද්ගලික තරහයි. ඒක නිසා එක ටීම් එකක් වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. ටීම් ගෲප් එක තියෙනවා. But team ඇවිල්ලා quality එකක්. Team means the quality of group. Right?
right, sir.
Right. So it will take some time group to become a team level. It will take some time. Right? So that means improvement of internal relations. So that's the change. Right now, that's we call team building. Now you can appoint a group. Then you have to develop their team building. ඒක තමයි අන්දායකට ඒ දවස්වල ටීම් පැක් කරාම එක අඳුර ගන්නවා එක්කෙනාට එක්කෙනා යාළු වෙනවා එකට කනවා බොනවා. එතකොට ඊට පස්සේ ටික ඒගොල්ලෝ අතර සම්බන්ධකම් දියුණු වෙනවා. එතකොට තමයි ටීම් ස්පිරිට් එක එන්නේ. Right? Problem sensing, examining difference. එතකොට එක එක්කෙනා තමන්ගේ වෙනස්කම් අඳුර ගන්නවා. You have to identify your differences, right? Differences. දැන් ඔය දැකලා සමහරවිට දැන් මුත්තයිය පොල් අඩි කරනවා. මුත්තයිය පොල් අඩි කරනවා. හැබැයි ඉතින් ෂුවර් නෑ. මම මතකයි එක මැච් එකකදී මුත්තයිය එහා පැත්තේ එක්කෙනාට කියනවා මම එකක් ගහලා දුවරෙන්නම් කොහොම හරි ඔබ ගහපන් කියලා. හරි? ඉතින් යන්තම් තට්ටුවක් දාලා දුවරෙනටක් දාලා. අන්න teamwork. Right? So they know I can't bat. I can't bat properly, but other person can bat properly. So therefore, I should give my chance to him. And take a teamwork quality to team, right?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes,
So in last term,
yeah,
in the organizational behavior, we have learned about groups and teams.
yeah,
Now, in which, so we have learned 5 stages model of group development. So that it
It-
is not team and it
it
is
didn't make
mentioned
the mind.
group.
It didn't make the mind. Made the mind.
No, yes, sir, that is mentioned. It is about group development. Group development stages are forming, storming, norming, and performing and adjoining stages.
Yeah,
Those are the. It was mentioned that time as group development stages. 5 stages of group development. Now,
yes.
what we have learned here is something little different. If I am not wrong.
No. Same thing, same thing. That's why I call
Yes.
all teams are group. Then up, like team එකට 11 දැම්මම 11ක් ඉන්නවනේ. ඒතකොට ඒ 11 දාලා තියෙන්නේ match එක ගහන්න. That's why I call more than 2 people working together to achieve a common goal. So that's a group. අපි team එක appoint කරාට එතකොට ඒ team එකත් මේක තියෙනවා. හැබැයි team is a quality. Team is a quality. අපි ගෝ team spirit. ඒක team එක පත් කරාට ඒ අර quality එක දෙන්න බෑ. That's why development. Group develop stage by stage, then it become a team level. හරි? Clear? දිසානායක? Any doubts? Yes, any doubts? Chandana, clear? එතකොට මේ ටීම් කියලා වෙනම දෙයක් පත් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක group එකක්. That's a group. එවෙන් අපි මේ නම දානවා ටීම් එකක් කියලා. ඒකට ටීම් කියලා කියනවා අපි. But it is a group. ඉතින් අපි ඒකට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා team qualities. Team qualities කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ forming, storming, norming, performing. අන්න ඒ අපි ඒ improvement එක තමයි team කියලා කියන්නේ. I think who asked the question? දිසානායක දැහුවේ ප්‍රශ්නේ. දිසානායක?
So myself, sir.
කවුද? එරන්දද?
Yes, sir.
දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ clearද?
Fine, sir.
දැන් මෙහෙමනේ. අපි කිව්ව දැන් husband and wife කියන්නේ group එක. දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවනේ. හැබැයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ සමහර husband wife ලා හැම තිස්සේම රණ්ඩු වෙනවා. ඒක ඒගොල්ලෝ තාම group level, ඒ කියන්නේ storming level එකේ ඉන්නේ. පස්සේ ටික කාලයක් ගියාට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් අරගෙන අන්න හොඳට ඉන්නවා. අන්න ඒ කියන්නේ අර family එක අර couple එක දැන් අන්න team එක බවට පත් වෙනවා. එරන්ද? දැන් ඒ දෙන්න team එකක් බවට පත්. හරි නේද?
Fine, sir.
Right. So that's we call team building. අපි team building කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. අර team එක කියලා කියන්නේ team qualities. Team qualities අපි develop කරන්න ඕන. Right? So therefore you have to understand each other. Right? You have to solve your problem within the group. Right? Develop interactive skills. Right? මේවා අපි මේවා develop කරාට පස්සේ තමයි team එකක් බවට පත් වෙන්නේ. So then that group become a team level. That group become a team. Right? So that's why we call team building activity. Now that's the intervention. So organization, if you see that although you appointed some teams, They are not working as a good team. That means they work as a group level. So you can intervene and do some team building activities. After that, you can expect that they work as a real team. So therefore, team building is an intervention method. Team building is an intervention method. Nayani, clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So team building, improve the way a team accomplishes tasks, help members, enhance their interpersonal and problem-solving skill, and increase team performance. That's why we call team building. You have to develop quality. Now that means help members enhance their interpersonal problem-solving skills, increase team performance. So these, if you improve these qualities, that group become a team. That group become a team. Can facilitate other OD interventions. Applicable in many situations. Starting a new team, resolving conflicts, revitalizing a complacent team. So, to develop, now we call team building now. So that means you develop as a team. So that's we call team building. So you group is there. That means group means two people working together, more than two people working together to achieve a common goal. So so team also same definition with some small quality terms. So team you can right, you can appoint a group. You can't appoint a team. Then you have to පාවිච්චි කරන වචන වැරදි මේ අපි cricket team එකක් appoint කරනවා කියලා එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. අපි appoint කරන්නේ group of people. හැබැයි අපි අපේ team එකක් කියලා කියනවා. We call that as a team. But we form a group. Of that group we improve up to a team level. So that's we call team building. That's the coach's task. The coach කෙනෙක් කරන්නේ ඒක තමයි. Team building කරනවා. Team building activities designed to enhance the effective operation of systems teams. These activities focus on task issues such as the way things are done, the skills, resources needed to accomplish tasks, the quality of relationship among teams, members or between members, and the leaders, how well the team gets job. Now, those are the team building activities. When you do those team building activities, that group become a strong team level. That group become a strong team level. Right? දැන් ඔය රන්ද කියන්න ඇත්ත මෙන්න මේකයි. රන්ද right? ඔයා කියන්න ඇත්තේ මෙන්න මේකයි. අපි කියනවා group මේ වර්ග දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Formal and informal group. ඔන්න ඒක තමයි ඕක තමයි ඔයා කියන්නේ. Formal and informal groups. Right? එහෙනම් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි දෙකම group. Formal group, formal group එක appoint කරනවා. Formal group, then committee group එකක්. Appointed group of people. Cricket team එකක් කියන්නේ appointed group of people. It is not informal, it is formal. But there is no team spirit, team qualities. So you have to improve that. That's called team building. That's why coach කෙනෙක් දාලා match ගන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා out ගන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ train කරන්න ඒකට තමයි. To improve their team qualities. So team building outcome depend on the length of time the team has been working together. Stage of team development, team's performance, types, and duration of team building activities. Outcome of team building depend on these factors. Length of time the team has been working together. මේ සමාජිකයන් කොච්චර කාල එකට වැඩ කරා. ඒක එක සාධකයක්. Stage of team development. So what are the stages of team development? The team performance, right? As a team, your performance. Then type and duration of team building activities. How long this training was given? ඒක උඩ තමයි outcome of a team building depend. Right? හොඳම වාක්‍ය තමයි එරන් තියාගන්න ඕනේ. අන්න අර කියන අපි අද ටීම් එකක් වශයෙන් සෙල්ලම්. අන්න ඒ කෑල්ල තමයි වටින්නේ. අද අපි ටීම් එකක් වශයෙන් සෙල්ලම්. එතකොට කියන්න බෑනේ මේ ඒක ටීම් එකක් කියලානේ එරන්ද. එරන්ද?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ඒක කියන්නේ අපි සෙල්ලම් කරා හැබැයි ගෲප් එකක් වගේ. ටීම් එකක් වගේ සෙල්ලම් කරේ නෑ. ඒක තමයි මැච් එක පෙරදුනේ. අද අපි ටීම් එකක් වශයෙන් සෙල්ලම්. That means the quality, team quality. Effective teams, skill and role clarity. Effective team maker required skills should be there. And each one should have a very clear understanding about their roles. That means, role clarity, right? Supportive environment. Supportive environment should be there. Supportive environment should be there. That means the environment, that necessary equipment, necessary other facilities should be there. Without that, it is very difficult to develop team spirit. Subordinate goals. Subordinate goals means within the team, you can't have individual goals and objects. You can have, but always your team goal is more important. මං කිව්වනේ දවසක් අර මේ මහානාමට වෙච්ච වැඩේ මම වර්ල්ඩ් කප් තමයි මහානාමට තිබුණේ ලකුණු 6යි ගහන්න සෙන්චරිය ලකුණු 6යි හරි ලකුණු 6යි ගහන්න තිබ්බේ හැබැයි මේ ලාස්ට් ඕවර් එක this last over Mahanam has only six runs. එතකොට එක ඕවර් එකයි තියෙන්නේ. එහා පැත්තේ ඉන්නේ පොල්ලඩ්ඩෙක්. මොකද එහා පැත්තේ ඉන්නේ බෝල කියන පොල්ලඩ්ඩෙක් ඉන්නේ උතර ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මහානාම බෝල දෙකකට තට්ටු කරනවා. මේ මහානාමට තට්ටු දාන්නේ. ඕවර් දෙකක් තට්ටු කරාම මේ කොල්ලෝ කෑ ගන්නවා ඌ ගාලා. මේ දැන් මහානාම try කරන්නේ සෙන්චරියක් ගහලා මැච් සෙන්චරි ගහන්න try කරා. විකට් එක තියාගෙන. පස්සේ මං හිතන්නේ මෙහෙන් මැසේජ් එකක් ඇවිල්ලාද කොහොම හරි මහානාම ඇවිල්ලා කිව්වා මම එකක් ගහලා දුවනවා මේ පැත්තට ඇවිල්ලා ගහපන් කියලා. ඒ වගේම ආවා එක බෝලයක් තට්ටු කරා ඊළඟ බෝලට ගැහුවා දුස් දාලා 6 පාරයි 4 පාරයි මැච් එක දිනුවා. ඉවරයි. දැන් අන්න subordinate goals. තමන්ගේ සෙන්චරියට වැඩිය මැච් එක දිනන එක තමයි subordinate goal. So as a team member, you must forget your individual goals and other things. You always try to work toward the team goals. That's what we call subordinate goals. Then team rewards. Team reward means within a team there should be some reward system. There should be some reward system. දැන් දැකලා ඇති දැන් කවුරු හරි බෝල් කරලා දැන් අපි මුත්නගේ බෝල් කරා කිය මුත්නගේ බෝල් කරලා කවුරු හරි කැච් එකක් ගත්තාම කැච් එකක් ගත්ත එක්කෙනාටයි බෝල් කරපු එක්කෙනාටයි දෙන්නටම ටීම් එකේ කට්ටිය පොඩි සැලුට් එකක් දෙනවා උස්සගෙන ගිහින් those are team rewards. Team එක ඇතුලේ there are a lot of reward system, right, to encourage you. Right? Any questions?
Sir,
Yeah,
doubt
now
regarding
doubt.
on yeah, because that around the
පොඩක් ඇහෙන්නේ උට මදි ඇහෙනවා.
previously, sir, as per the team development,
Hmm.
there's 5 stages. It is
Oh.
a Tuckman model, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. So it can it be applied only for the team, or can it apply it for the group as well?
No. තාම ඔයාලට ඔයාලට තාම මේක මේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට තාම මේ ටීම් එකයි ගෲප් මම කිව්වේ හැම දැන් ටීම් එකක් මේ දැන් ටීම් එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Tell me what do you mean by team?
Team
Can
means a set. It is people get together to achieve a common goal, but people have different identities.
different
Identities.
identity. Group එකක් කියන්නේ
It is two or more people interacting and interdependent.
ඒක group එකක්.
It's a group.
Team එක
Team is a set of people work together, those who have different identities, but to achieve a common goal.
Now you can see 2 or more people working together to achieve common goal. මේ වචන ටික මේ දෙකෙන් තියෙනවනේ.
Hmm.
තියෙනවනේ.
Oh,
හරි? හැබැයි ඔයා ඇඩ් කරා වචන දෙකක්. ටීම් එක මෙන්න මේ qualities ටික. අන්න ඒක තමයි අර group එකෙන් ටීම් එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ.
වෙනස් වෙන්නේ.
ඒ අර quality එක තමයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ.
But processes are going on, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, the same process.
Processes
අර
are going
quality එක තමයි අපි දැන් මේ දැන් මේක norming වලට යනකොට අන්න අර quality එක
on.
improve
Yes, yes. Quality matters, yes, sir.
quality ඒක අර quality matter.
Mm-hmm.
එතකොට ඒ norming වලට යනකොට අර quality එක improve වෙනවා. අන්න එතකොට ඒක
And after that,
effective team එකක් බවට පත්.
මේ norming එකේදී quality එක වැඩි වෙලා performing එකත් වැඩි වෙනවා. අරකේ
ඔව්.
අඩු වුණොත් තමයි group එකටම ආයෙන්නේ.
ඔය කියන්නේ එතකොට group එකක් කියන්නේ මේ 11 ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි එක එක්කන වැඩ කරන එක එක විදිහට. එක එකන එක එක විදිහට වැඩ කරන්නේ. දැන් ඔක ටීම් එකක් බවට පත් වෙනකොට නෑ අපි ඔක්කොටම තියෙන එක ගෝල් එකක් තියෙනවා. There are no different goals. That's the quality. That's the quality of a team,
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir.
right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So there are team building activities, right? Improve, right? Can facilitate other OD intervention applicable in many situations, starting a new team. So a lot of team building activities can be done. Now these are the team building process. So you can do a lot of things. Activities designed to enhance the effective operation of system team. These activities focused on task issues. The main quality the quality of relationship. Quality of right. Quality තමයි improve කරන්නේ. මේ quality එක වැඩි වුණාම තමයි ඒක team work බවට පත් වෙන්නේ. And that become a team when you improve the quality of a group. In addition, one must consider different kind of teams, such as formal work team, temporary task force team, newly constituted teams, මේ තියෙන්නේ අපි මේ නම කිව්වට formal work team. Formal work team කියන්නේ group එකක් තමයි. ඒ කට්ටිය එකට වැඩ කරනවා එච්චරයි. කට්ටිය එකට වැඩ කරනවා. ඒක තමයි team එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. හැබැයි ඒක group එකේ ලක්ෂණ තියෙනවා. group එක තමයි basic එක. හරි. අපි නිකන් team කියලා කිව්වට basic එක තමයි group එක. ඒක ටික ටික develop කරනවා team එකක් වගේ. Right. Then we discuss type of team building activity. Now you can see now one or more, right? There are a lot of team building activities, right? So you develop the quality of a group. Quality of a group, then it become a team. Right. Then when you work as a team, there can be conflicts. Expression disagreement over something important to both sides of a dispute. So, because there are a large number of people now, so therefore within a group or so-called team, there can be conflicts. There can be conflicts. Right? So you have to solve the conflicts. Solve the conflicts. Right? Then ඔකුල් දැක්කද ඊයේ පෙරේද මම බලාගෙන ගිය පරණ මේ ටීම් එකේ අය කියන අපි කිව්ව දේවල් ඇහුවේ නැහැ. ඒක තමයි මැච් එක පෙරදුනේ. ඒවා ඒගොල්ලෝ කිව්වා එහෙම. හරි? එතකොට මේ right. So lot of teamwork should be there. Teamwork should be there. Right? So this likewise say if you can't work together, that means there are some conflicts. So this conflict can occur at various levels: interpersonal level, intrapersonal level, group level. Now here you can see group level. Now you talk about team conflicts, but interpersonal, group level, organizational level, community level, interstate or international level. So there are the conflict can be take place at different levels. ඒ කියන්නේ ඕනම ඒ කියන්නේ ගමේ ඉඳලා ගෙදර ඉඳලා ලෝකයේ දක්වාම එක එක විදිහට conflicts තියෙනවා. Right? ගෙදරක් තියෙනවා conflicts. ගමෙත් තියෙනවා, රටෙත් තියෙනවා, ලෝකෙත් තියෙනවා. So there are different types of conflicts. Some can be minimized, and there are some that should not suppress or smooth over. Resolution of conflict does not have to result in a win-lose situation. This is very, very important. Now, resolution of conflict does not have to result in a win-lose situation. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? ඒකේ මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? කියන්න බලන්න. What do you mean by that? When you resolve the conflict, it should not be a win-lose situation. What do you mean by that?
That is mean if there's a complete if we are going to give a solution, so from one party they will win, other party will be lose. Say that it should not be happen either win-win or win-win. Both party should be get together and satisfy about the solution. Likewise, when resolving this conflict, we need to look on that manner.
Yes. Now, win-lose situation, if you resolve the conflict at win-lose situation, ඒක ප්‍රශ්නය විසඳීමක් නෙමෙයි. ප්‍රශ්නය විසඳුවා නම් ඒක win-win වෙන්න. Win-lose වෙන්න බෑ. Win-lose වුණොත් ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ තව දිග දිගට යනවා. Right? Conflict will continue. Good example is LTTE and Sri Lankan government. Now we solve the problem in win-lose situation. So therefore, at any time, there can be another conflict between LTT and Sri Lankan army. Because we didn't resolve the conflict at win-win level. We solve the conflict at win-lose situation. දැන් ගෙදර වුණත් එහෙමයි. ගෙදර වුණත් රණ්ඩු වුණාම ඉඳලා හිටලා වයිෆ්ට දිනන්න දෙන්න. වයිෆ්ට දිනන්න දුන්නම තමයි මේක කෙලවරක් වෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් වයිෆ් හරි ප්‍රශ්න දියනවා. ඊහම තිස්සේ මේ අඬනවා. එයාටත් දිනන්න දෙන්න. එතකොට win win situation. එයා දිනු මමත් දිනු ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. නයන එහෙම නේද? නයනේ?
Definitely, sir.
එයාටත් දිනන්න දෙන්න ඕනේ මනුස්සයත් ඒ සතුටක් තියෙන එක හැමතිස්සෙම පරාජය වෙන්න බෑනේ. ඒකට එහෙම දුන්නම ඊට පස්සේ හරි සතුටුයි දෙන්නා. So that's called win lose. Win win ඒක win lose උනාට ඇත්තට මේක win win. Right? Conflict is a process that begins when one party perceives that another party has negatively affected or is about to negatively affect something that the first party cares about. දැන් මෙතන තියෙන important term එක මොකක්ද? What is the important term
Process.
here? Yes.
The word process.
Process.
I think the most important word is the process.
Process. No, Himali. Important word is
Perceive.
perceive. Important word is perceive. ඒක තමයි important term. It is a process that begins when one party perceive. එහෙම perceive කරේ නැත්නම් මෙතන process එකක් නැහැ. Right? When one party perceive that another party is negatively affected. ඉතින් තමයි process එක පටන් ගන්න. So perception is the important part. You perceive. මෙයා දැන් අපි දැන් ගෙදර වුණත් රණ්ඩුවක් වුණාම එහෙම තමයි වෙන්නේ. ඇත්තටම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. කවුරු එක්කෙනෙක් හිතනවා. එක්කෙනෙක් perceive, right? One person try to perceive in a different manner. That's how conflict arises. එහෙම නැත්නම් conflict එකක් නෑ. So it is a conflict arising is a process. ඒක කමාට ටුක් ගාන මේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? දැන් මෙහෙම කියන්නකො. දැන් Chanaka, are you married?
Yes.
Yes. දැන් ගෙදර එනකොට පරක්කු වෙනවා ගෙදර එනකොට එහෙම.
පරක්කු දෙනවා sir.
වයිෆ් කෙනෙකුට එන්න පුළුවන් බැරිද?
ඒ වෙලාවට එන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වෙලාවට එන්න වෙන්නේ.
ඒකට එන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද? එයා කිව්වට එන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඉතින් ඔබ දවස් දෙකක් තුනක් දිගටම නාවොත් එහෙම. ඔන්න wife start to perceive. මෙයාට එක දවසක් හරි එන්න පුළුවන් මේ මං කියනවා. ඒ හැමදාම එන්නේ නැති මොකද? That's a perception. හැමදාම එන්න බැරි මොකද? එක දවසක් හරි එන්න පුළුවන්. At least one day he can come. Right? Why he can't come every day? හැමදාම මොකද එන්න බැරි මේ? Something is there. අන්න එතකොට perception start. ඔන්න සැකේ පටන් ගන්න. දැන් ඒක ඉඳලා හිටලා හරි ඒ සුමානයක් එන්න බෑ. සුමානේ දවස් 4ක් එන්න බෑ. හැබැයි පස්වෙනි දවසේ ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා අද නම් ඔන්න කොහොම හරි මම වෙලාවට ආවා. එහෙම කිව්වම අර perception එක right. She may not develop that kind of perception. Otherwise, it is very reasonable, right? Wife to develop a perception, right? Something is there here, right? The wife to him හිතන්න පුළුවන්. So that's the starting point of conflict. එහෙම හිතන්න නැති වෙන තාක් කල් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Right? So party perceives that another party has negatively affected or is about to negatively affect something that the first party cares about. That's we call conflicts. So there are vertical conflicts, horizontal conflict, line and staff conflict, role conflict, workflow interdependency conflicts, right? So there are different types of conflicts, right? So what do you mean by horizontal conflict? Anyone?
It is between the groups or the persons, sir. in the same
Uh-huh.
group. It is conflict between the groups in the same level or the persons within the person in the group.
Yes. Within a group, same people who are same level, that we call horizontal. For an example, conflict between managers between two departments. Marketing එකේ manager උයි finance එකේ manager උයි ගැටුමක් ආව මේක horizontal conflict එක. Right? So line and staff conflict means what? Line and staff conflict. Line and staff conflict. What do you mean by that? Anyone? Yes, anyone?
It is an example for authority person in the higher level and the below level people's
Line and staff.
it is supervisor and the employees in the line.
No.
Not that.
Line and staff. Anyone? I think Nayani can answer. Line and staff. Around the line and staff. So there are line functions in organizations. There are line functions. Now marketing is line function or staff function.
Staff function.
Staff functions. That is one way. Right? That is one way. Then sometime, now suppose you have a consultant. Right? Now he has consulting, improving your marketing activities. Then consultant is what? Consultant you can define as what? Line or staff. Mary?
He's an outside consultant. Oh,
Even outside though, within the organization, is
it's
consultant.
staff, I guess.
It's a staff because he has no authority to order. Consultant, no. Consultant can give advice. He can't order. So sometimes if consultant, I say, don't do this, this is wrong. No, he can't say like that. He's an advisor, he's a consultant. Because he's a staff member, he is doing a staff role. So likewise, as we call line and staff, involve disagreement over who has authority and control. Now, consultant doesn't have authority to order line manager. He can't order line manager because consultant is a staff. So likewise, so role conflicts are there. So there are different kind of conflicts in organizations. So we have to identify these processes. Now, because all these things come under process interventions, right? So how conflicts can be arise? What is the process of? Right? Causes of conflict: domain ambiguity, resource scarcity, power or value asymmetrics. So that means there is a conflict between power and value, mismatch, or resource scarcity, or some kind of ambiguity about your job. So these are main reasons for conflicts, right? Then conflicts are not always bad. Sometimes conflicts are good. So some organizations encourage conflict because there can be positive result. I think you have learned under OB those things. So I don't want to discuss those factors. So conflicts are not always bad. But conflict has some positive side. Right? Now you can see conflict management strategies. Can anyone explain this chart? Can anyone explain this chart? Yes. Yes, anyone? What is competition? What do you mean by competition? So what do you mean by avoidance? Yes, anyone? Gunasiri? Yes, Nayani?
Competition in the sense, so if the conflict arise, so that you will compete in that situation and you try to get a win. And in the collaboration section, like you are not conflicting with others, you are just cooperatively with no more assertive, but you are cooperate with others and go towards the goal. In the avoidance stage, like you try to avoid that situation for maybe for a shorter period, so the situation may be get situation may be healed by the time, so you can avoid that thing. Accommodation thing, so you give the place, the exact place for the other person, and you are just convinced with your position. That's what I understood from these things.
Yes, anyone else? Anyone else? Yes, Nayani, but you use one word. You means what? Nayani? You use one word, you. What do you mean by you?
The person who has faced with the situation.
Mm-hmm. Now here, conflicts, no? So always conflict arises between two. At least two people should be there. So you can't use the you term you. Right? In competitive situation, both parties try to compete each other. ගැව්වොත් ගහනවා. එයා කියනවා ඔයා කියනවා. Both parties. දැන් ඔයාට විතරක් එහෙම ඉන්න බෑ. So both parties, that's why we call both parties in a competitive level is high. Then that's become a competitive level conflicts. Now avoidance means both parties try to avoid. Both parties try to avoid. Then conflict is solved or not. When both parties try to avoid, conflict is resolved or not. Yes. When both parties try to avoid, conflict can be resolved or not. Yes, yes.
No, sir.
Huh? No.
Yes.
What will happen?
Issue is
Huh?
not resolved issue.
Yeah, issue will be there. Issue will be there, but both parties try to avoid it. So there is no conflict, but issue can be there. Issue can be remain. So that's why avoidance is not very good. Right? So that is lose-lose. Avoidance is a lose-lose situation. Nayani, competition is win-win or win-lose?
Win-lose, I guess, sir.
Yes, competition is when you compete, one party should win. No, that's the final outcome of competition. No? One party should win. So that is the win-lose situation. Win-lose situation. Now, what is the actual situation? Nayani, actual situation?
Actual situation in the sense I didn't get the question.
Now, one party will win, other
Okay.
party will lose. Now, that is the final situation. Now, what is the actual situation?
That means desired situation.
No. Now you
The
can't win.
conflict is there.
One party can't win at once, no?
Yes,
It takes
sir.
some time. Now, during this period, what will happen? Both parties will lose their opportunities and resources because both parties both parties compete. So although at the end it is a win-lose, but when you take actual situation, it is a lose-lose. Both parties have lost. අපිත් එහෙමනේ. අපි දැන් ගත්තොත් LTT versus Sri Lankan government, right? What happened? Finally, LTT lost, right? We won. But during that period, actually what happened? We lost large number of people, right? We lost our resources. So actually it is, although it is a win-lose, both parties have lost. So therefore, it is actual sense lose. Both parties have lost. Accommodation means one party accommodate other party's demands. So that means there is a win-lose. There are also win-lose situations. But accommodation situation, losing party is very, very low. Although you have lost, not like competitive situation. Here, losing things are very low because one party accommodates other party. Compromises both parties at initial stage in a competitive situation, but halfway they think no one can win, therefore we come to a compromise situation. Collaboration is both parties from the beginning, they try to solve the problem in win-win situation. Nayani, clear?
Yes.
Fine. So, so this is a process. Now there's a process. Now even compromise, there's a process. Now at the beginning you start win-win competitive situation. Then you must start some negotiation process, right? And try to come to some kind of compromise situation. So there's a process. So everything there is a process. Now, styles of handling conflict, competition, right? High concern for self, concern for others, low concern for others, imposing one's will on other side, threats and bluff, persuasive argument, positional commitments. Now, this is the nature of the competitive type of conflict resolving. Accommodation, low concern for self, high concern for others, accepting and incorporating the other's will, unilateral concessions, unconditional promises, offering help. Now that's the process. Now you can see there's a two process, not the same process. Two different processes will take place when you come to competitive level conflict handling and accommodating conflict handling. Now third, avoiding, right, you can see, avoiding low concern for self and others, reducing the importance of the issue, suppress thinking about issue. Now, that's the process. That's the process of avoiding conflict situation. Compromising, intermediate concern for self and others, compromising on the well-being of both parties. So those things should be there. If you want to resolve the conflict at compromise level. Then collaborative level, high concern for self and others, agreement that satisfy both parties as much as possible, exchange of information, showing insights, making trade-offs between important and unimportant, win-win thinking. Now that's the process. That is the process under collaborative or problem solving conflict handling style. Now you can see each style there are some processes. So you can intervene to resolve conflict in different manner. So that's the now you can remember of Sri Lanka. We had one time Norway came as a third party intervention. Now they want to change our mind, both parties' mind, up to high concern, self and others. Don't be selfish. Think about others also. Agreement that satisfy both parties as much as possible. Now that's the role of Norway people. So they try to change both parties to come to collaborative situation. But finally, situation was changed and we went for competitive situation. So win-lose situation. but they try to solve the problem at win-win, but we finish at the win-lose situation. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, any questions? Clear? Chanaka? Randa?
Yes, sir.
Fatima?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Fatima? Fatima very silent today.
So this diagram,
Uh-huh.
when it's come to the problem, we conflict management strategies
Yes.
is it's the heading of this one, sir.
Uh-huh.
For the graph, sir, it is conflict management strategies.
Yes.
Exam maybe this one.
This one. Yes.
Next one, sir. Next one.
This one.
Yes.
Yes.
For the examination purposes, sir, how we are going to ask this conflict management strategy?
Yeah,
Explain conflict
we
management.
can ask something like this. Now you can see either side, self-concern or assertiveness, confrontation, cooperation with others. Now, when there is a conflict, so what is the process? From one side, your selfishness. If your selfishness can be high or low. Other side, cooperation with others, high, low and high. So these are the two things you have to consider
Thank you,
this
sir. Thank you.
process, right? So in the intervention method, you try to change this situation. If the selfishness is high, you try to bring it down. Or if the cooperation with others is low, you try to improve it. So likewise, this chart will tell you how under what condition you can come to a collaboration, a conflict management strategies. Then you have to mention these things. That means high concern for self means selfishness low. High concern for self. Same time, high concern for others. So that's this chart says in that way. You can discuss using these either side. How, what are the two qualities you have to change? Strategies of
Uh,
conflict. Yeah,
One question in that chart. So, can we conclude that the collaboration is the ideal, or it depends on the situation?
No, normally, ideal one is the collaboration. That means win-win. Both parties win. But that is very difficult. Very difficult. So therefore, a lot of people ended up with compromise. Not the collaboration level, compromise. Right? Collaboration is very high, very mindset should be completely different. That's very difficult. So compromise is up to some extent easy. Now that's a bargaining process normally help you to come to some kind of compromise. So this is the best, but depending on the situation, people may go either accommodation that depend on the situation. I can't say this is the always best because this is the always best, but it's a very difficult part. Therefore, depending on the situation, you must try to minimize the losses. minimize the losses. If you can minimize the losses, that can be the good approach depending on the situation. Naini?
Okay, so that means that anyway, the 1 and 2 parties not recommended.
Huh?
That means in any case, 1 and 2 parties not recommended. We can just settle with 3 or 4 or 5 stages.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is not very effective, but other things are possible. Other things are possible.
That means even 2 is possible, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we ended up with that. No. Now Sri Lanka. That's why I told. Now Sri Lankan Army and LTT, we ended up with competitive level, not collaborative, no compromise, no accommodation, competitive. One party lost. We won. So that also, but remember, that is win-lose, no. Therefore, at any time, a losing party is not happy now. Now, the people who lost, they are not happy. They may try again to win. So that's why we call competition can be one end, but that is not the best, because lost party
Sir,
චානක මේ ආයෙස ජොයින් වෙන්න නැහැයිලු සෙෂන් එක එන්ඩ් කරන්න කියලා කිව්වා. ජයන්තක්කි හොස්ට් මං හිතන්නේ.
Okay, right, Nayani.
හරි okay.
Okay.